Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly winery update. I'm Amanda. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am coming to you straight from the vineyard. We had a herd vineyard social where I was enjoying a little bit of Marquette Rosé, and now I have just a little bit left, thankfully, in my fridge that I'm sipping on. If you guys are watching this and sipping something delicious, let me know in the comment section what you are drinking on. Oh my gosh, we have such a busy week. I feel like I have a million and one things to talk about. But can I just talk for a minute about tonight, though? We did our herd social at the vineyard. It ended at 7. The sun was starting to set. It was so beautiful. I cannot wait for everyone to be able to just sit on the winery patio and watch the sunset over the vineyard. It is magical. I know Christian just posted that she was excited to see her first sunset over the vineyard. It's amazing. I know another herd member was like, oh, it's just so relaxing sitting out here. So thank you to everybody who came tonight. Hopefully we'll have some more fun stuff like that in the future. I mentioned to some people tonight that our October herd social is going to be a charcuterie board class that I'm very excited about. I'm always a sucker. If there's cheese involved, then I want to be involved. So charcuterie board for October, first Wednesday of the month. Get ready. It's going to be fun. So we had a fun night in the vineyard, and it was kind of like a good calm before the storm, because speaking of the vineyard, it is grape harvest season and the grapes are coming. It's like great. It's like Game of Thrones when they talk about how winter is coming. Just like my Mother of Vine shirt, the grapes are coming, and it is about to get real, guys. About to get really real. So it's September, and not only are grapes coming, but in September we have lots and lots of events. A couple of big ones, especially this weekend. I'll get into that here. But first, I want to talk about all the fun stuff that we've got going on at the winery. I already mentioned our vineyard open house that we had tonight. Tomorrow, we don't have any crazy events going on, but I got to give a shout out to one of our staff members who I know is a big fan of our weekly winery update here. Tomorrow is a special day because our man Ethan is celebrating his birthday. So shout out everybody. Give Ethan a big happy birthday. Come on in this week, and tomorrow is the official birthday day. He's definitely like myself, though, where he likes to celebrate the whole week. So if you came in last weekend, you may have heard about it already. So Ethan's going to be in tomorrow, as far as I know. He doesn't seem like the type who would call in sick just because it's his birthday. But if you come in tomorrow or anytime this weekend, give our man Ethan a big happy birthday shout out. Or in the comment section here, because, you know, he is the weekly winery update #1 fan, I think. So it's Ethan's birthday tomorrow. Then on Friday, we've got multiple things going on that I'll get into here. So this month for Wino Bingo, we have the Edgerton Tri-County Community Center. They are going to be coming on September 9th and September 23rd. 6 p.m. You know the normal drill. It's Wino Bingo night. They help not just because Edgerton's technically Rock County, but they cover Dane County, Jefferson County, etc. So they help the community in multiple ways. Check out their website, look into the many ways that they help, but they are going to be calling bingo on the 9th and the 23rd. There's going to be some familiar faces too. I've seen some people who have shared the event, and I think it's going to be a really fun crew calling bingo, that's for sure. So they're going to be here this Friday and then on the 23rd. But that's not the only fun Edgerton thing we have going on this weekend. No. The winery itself is going to be in Edgerton both Friday and Saturday for Chili Mania. Chili Mania is happening Friday night and then all day Saturday and Saturday night. Saturday is like a long day. So Friday they've got kind of, I think they call it Country Edge, and they've got a couple different country artists coming in. Doors open at 5, pretty sure, like 90% sure. Doors open at 5 on Friday. Saturday, doors open much earlier. I think either like 10:30 or 11. And then Saturday is the big hoorah. That's the actual chili cook-off. So Friday night, we're going to be serving wine, Bloody Marys, a wine cocktail. Recipe is still to be determined tomorrow. We will finalize the special cocktail for Chili Mania. And then they'll have the music. Friday night's a good time. I've seen some pretty good crowds there for the Friday night at Chili Mania. Saturday, they've got like the main event. So the chili cook-off, they've got food trucks, live music all day, all night, wine and beer. I'm sure there's more, but the chili cook-off is like the big main event, hence Chili Mania. They bring in, I don't know how many chili cooks, like I want to say like over 50. I don't know. I posted a photo yesterday of like the drone footage from last year's Chili Mania, and you can see all the different tents and everything, and you can try to find our little horse trailer, mobile wine bar, and then so they bring in all these chili cooks, and then they do the actual cook-off, like judging is intense. They hand out these little cups and spoons, and you have to go around and taste all the chili and vote for who your favorite is. And it's insane. Like when they hand those cups and spoons out, the crowd goes wild. So the chili cooks, they get there before we do, and they're cooking all day long. And so chili's amazing. They also bring in food trucks too. So since like you can try the chilies and whatnot, but you can also just go and get a bowl of chili or pizza, etc. The other thing that's honestly my favorite part as a spicy lover is they have a salsa competition too. And so some of the chili booths, secret tip if you didn't know, some of them do salsas. And so earlier in the day, you can go around and sample the salsas. And I have had some like amazing salsas there, like a honey habanero. Oh, my mouth is going to water just thinking about it, guys. I can't do it, but it's a good time. And now you know my tip about coming early and doing the salsa sampling too. Don't be surprised if you see me floating around getting some of those as well. We're going to have, as the picture shows, Bloody Marys, wine, special wine cocktails, etc., all at serving out of the blind mobile wine bar. It's going to be a good time. So we've got that going on both Friday and Saturday at the winery. Then on Sunday, our friend Cindy Meyer is going to be playing on the patio from 2 to 4. Cindy was able to stop by this afternoon or this evening, I guess, at the vineyard. And so I was joking with her that, we've got live music for our vineyard. But the real live music is going to be Sunday on the patio. I love it. People are already wishing Ethan a happy birthday. Cindy also mentioned that she might sing a little happy birthday song on Sunday, so don't be surprised. Cindy, I feel like she needs no introduction. If you don't know who Cindy is by now, I can't help you. She's a winery favorite for sure. Okay, that's it for this week, but trust me, it's a busy week. I do want to show off the other fun stuff that we have going on for this week. We have our September cocktail of the month. These were, I think we made like over 50 of them last week. And these donuts are from Skelly's Market. If you haven't ever been there, definitely look it up, check them out. I grew up, like, if you really wanted to, I could have walked to Skelly's when I was a little kid. Back then it was a little smaller. They have definitely become quite the establishment since then, in the last 5 years, since I, was a kid. And so anyways, we teamed up with Skelly's and got these delicious apple cider donuts to go with our apple cider mimosa, which we use Sunday Fun Day and apple cider, poured over ice and topped with the apple cider donut. It's so good. I mean, get it just for the donut, and then like the wine is just there to wash the donut down. Let's be honest. It's so good. So we've got those through the month of September for our cocktail of the month, September's cocktail, the apple cider mimosa. Then it's fall, almost. If Starbucks has pumpkin spice out, then so does Timber Hill. We have pumpkin spice, caramel apple, cherry pie, and blood orange. Our fall collection is out. Now, right now, these bottles are Herd Wine Club members only. Everyone's welcome to sample them, get a glass at the winery. But if you want to snag a full bottle to either drink at the winery or take home with you, then those are Wine Club members only for September. And Mel made up a whole bunch of cocktail recipe cards with, like, there's 4 different recipes, one for each of the fall collection. And I have yet to try it, but she really chalked up the pumpkin spice old fashioned. And so I am definitely excited to try that one. I think that's going to be like my favorite. I'm a huge old fashioned sucker. Like, if I'm not drinking wine, I'm probably drinking an old fashioned. So the pumpkin spice old fashioned sounds amazing for fall. Caramel apple, I feel like you can, I mean, I'm sure that's good in cocktails, but that one I think would just be good on its own. The blood orange mimosa could be a good idea. There's lots of options. I'm going to try to get those recipes up in a blog post so you guys can see them and access them in case you forget to snag a recipe card, because that's totally something that I would do, is be like, oh yeah, I'm going to make the pumpkin spice old fashioned, and then I would forget the recipe card at the winery one way or another. So I'm going to try and get those up on our blog as soon as possible so you guys can try them out. Come and pick up your fall collection bottles. Okay. I dropped the ball. I forgot to add the photo to my slides here. So these are last week's Slushy Flavors. So ignore these flavors. But I did remember what flavors we have. So we have Throwback Thursday and Strawberry Lemonade for this week. I did post a photo of them at least. I got that far, but I didn't get them uploaded so I could show you the pretty photo on my live here. It was a busy day with the herd event and everything. I got home just in time to go live. But this week's Slushy Flavors, we have Throwback Thursday and Strawberry Lemonade. And then I'm kind of ready to switch into some fall flavors. I don't know if we have next week's Slushy Flavors planned yet, but I was trying to think of like some fun fall drinks, maybe even with some of the fall wines. We'll see. If you guys have any slushy requests, let me know, because like I said, as of right now, we are going to keep doing them throughout the winter. That's our current plan. Now, if all of a sudden it's December and not a single soul is buying a slushie, then we're probably going to put the machine away. But currently, we've had a lot of requests to do slushies throughout the year. So we will see. We're going to have to come up with some really fun fall and winter flavors, which honestly, I could see like mulled wine, but frozen. That could be good. Spice wine, frozen. It could go. We'll see. Oh, so if you guys have any flavor shout out suggestions, please let me know. Melanie says, I'm glad you made it in time. Yes. I made it home just in time from the vineyard. Just enough time to pour myself a little glass of wine and get my computer booted up. It shouldn't take that long, but it does. Okay. I think we've covered everything for this week. I definitely want to talk about what we've got coming up the pipeline here, because some of the stuff you're going to need tickets for, some of the stuff you got to prepare for. One thing you need tickets for, and last I checked, they were super, super low, and I know some people were talking about it tonight, is the yoga with Elise on September 22nd. Last I looked, there were like 2 tickets left, so tickets are available. If you know you want to come, get those tickets as soon as possible. Elise, I don't know a lot of yoga instructors, so I'm definitely a biased opinion person, but I will say Elise is the best yoga instructor in the world. So I think she would agree. Although she probably wouldn't, because she's so humble, but she is such a good yoga instructor. And that's what somebody was mentioning tonight, how they, have bad knees, and so they are unsure if they should be doing yoga. I said, then you should be doing yoga with Elise, because she is so great at making it accessible to everyone based on your skills, based on your abilities, etc. This is the yoga you want to do. Hence why there's only a couple of tickets left. So September 22nd, tickets are on our Facebook, our website. You know the drill. The other thing that tickets will probably sell out sooner than later is the comedy show that we have coming up on September 29th. It's an after-hours show again, so it starts at 7:30. Usually wraps out by 9. And our very own Christian is the comedian hostess, and then she drags in some of her fellow comedian friends. Tickets are only $10, which for a comedy show, that's crazy cheap. And they're very limited too. So if you haven't come out to one of our comedy shows yet, make sure to snag your tickets and come see how funny Christian and crew can be. I think I still have yet to make a comedy night. We've always had different things going on. And so the 29th doesn't ring a bell. So hopefully I can make it. We'll see. Okay. The other fun event that you want to prepare for now is our September book club. This month's book is Fuzz by Mary Roche. Unsure. And the book club will be meeting September 15th at 6 p.m. to discuss this. And it's a nonfiction about, like you can see in the cover, it says, when nature breaks the law. It's about stories when there, and some of these laws still exist, but they are different laws that animals can get charged with. And like you can see in the cover photo, like a bear breaking into a trash can. Apparently, there in the past and even some currently still exist, there are laws where animals could get arrested for doing stuff that animals do pretty much. And so it's kind of stories and information about that. But again, it's nonfiction. So these are real laws where a bear could get arrested for breaking into a trash can. I haven't read the book yet. I just finished a book that I was listening to, and so I need to download this one next. But I was listening to a book called Buy Yourself the Effing Lilies, and I would definitely recommend that one. It was good. I'm going to have to recommend it to the book club. Okay, so book clubs, September 15th. We already talked about bingo. The alternating Fridays for the 16th and 30th, we are having movie trivia, which, like, these are some good movies, y'all. So it is just random movie trivia. If you are a movie buff and expert, then gather your team and come and join us. It's going to be split into 2 different sections. We'll do the first half on the 16th, second half on the 30th. If you can come to both, great. Please come. If you can only come to one or the other, that's fine. We're going to do completely separate games, so you don't have to worry about coming to both. But of course, if you are a true movie trivia expert, you're going to want to come to both. I don't know, like, if there's certain movies covered in like the first half or second half. I know back when we did sitcom trivia, we had a lot of Office fans come out, and people were like, because like the Office was going to be in like the second half of the trivia sequence, and they were like, no, we came for the Office. So I can't tell you like what the movie categories are yet. Maybe next week on the update, I can look ahead, plan ahead, and get you the details. But either way, I feel like movie people know movies in general. So we've got that going on the 16th and the 30th. Whew. Then next week, we already covered book club, movie trivia. The other big event that I am crazy excited for would be Dragons on the Rock. So I talked about this a little last week. I got to talk about it again. Can do. Started this event, gosh, in 2019. 2019 was their first year. 2020 didn't happen. Last year, 2021, it was insane. They had an amazing turnout, beautiful weather. It's right in Traxler Park in Janesville. And they rent these dragon boats, and teams race like right where the Rock Aqua Jays play. They do these dragon boat races, and they've got wine, of course, hence our presence, beer, food trucks, live music. It's an amazing time. Can Do is an amazing organization as well. They creating jobs, fulfilling dreams is their little tagline, but they serve the community in multiple ways. And Dragons on the Rock is such a unique event. We do a lot of fun events, like Chili Mania this weekend. It's kind of another unique event, but Dragons on the Rock, I've been to a few things, but Dragons on the Rock is definitely the first dragon boat race I've ever been to or seen live in person. So it's so cool that they bring those boats into Janesville and do this completely unique community event. You're not going to want to miss it. And like I said, there's going to be Timber Hill wine there. So if it's a nice day, come on down to Traxler Park on Saturday the 17th. So we've got that going on. So we talked about how Cindy's coming this Sunday. Then I think this is This says September 17th. Oh, yes. Yep. We've got that weekend on the 17th, we have music, and on the 18th, we have music too. I don't have a pretty slide yet. Next week I will. But so 17th, we have Andy Braun coming. On the 18th, we have the Sweet and Sour Duo coming too. So we've got double music booked for not this weekend, but the next weekend. It's going to be a good time. And then we've got the last Sunday of September, we'll have music. And then we're trying to decide if we want to continue music through winter or not. So obviously we've got less space inside and less room for like the musicians and everything. So we'll see. I know we've definitely done some music inside and that's always gone pretty well. So we might start booking some musicians here for winter, and then we got to start booking music for the new place, because next summer, fingers crossed, we're going to be at our new location. Right now, there hasn't been any like crazy progress with the building since the ground uncorking. We are currently kind of in limbo land waiting to hear about this grant that we applied for. And so fingers crossed, we're going to hear about that and hear positive news sooner rather than later. And then we will continue our progress on construction and everything from there. But the vineyard, it looks so good tonight. And we last took care of the weeds like right before the ground uncorking, which was just over 2 weeks ago. It's insane how many weeds like have grown in 2 weeks. There are giant weeds. So things are just growing like crazy. It's looking really good. So we've got a lot going on at the vineyard, but we won't be harvesting any grapes there this year. There were some. I know some of my previous videos, I showed you some of the grapes, and there are still some hanging on some of the vines, but there's like the birds and other things have gotten to a good chunk of the grapes so far. So it won't be a year for harvest by any means for our vineyard quite yet, but in the future here. But we'll be getting plenty of grapes from some other Wisconsin vineyards here. Don't worry. We're going to be very, very busy with our Wisconsin grapes. And if anybody is interested in helping, hit that send message button wherever it is and let us know if you want to come and help with the grape processing, because it's a lot of work too. So we always appreciate. Last year we had some amazing people that came and helped us multiple times. And some people really, really saved us. So last year grape harvest was insane, and we were so thankful for all the people that came and helped. So if you want to be a helper as well, don't be shy. Let us know. Andrea says, welcome to my life. Andrea's got Geske Gardens. And so, yeah, she knows all about pests, everything. Yeah. We're going to be working with her here soon, getting our winery decorated for fall, get some mums around the winery, etc. I got to talk with her about that sooner than later. And I know I'm ready for fall. I've really enjoyed the summer. We've had so many different fun events and things going on, but I am ready for fall. I'm ready for the cooler weather. It's gonna be a good fall. I'm feeling good. I'm getting good vibes. So, well, I'm ready to just go drink my wine. Probably should make some dinner. Went straight from the vineyard to here. Need to make some dinner before I go to bed, because if you saw what we've got going on. I've got a busy weekend ahead, so I definitely need to get some good rest here. But that's all I've got. If you guys have questions about stuff we've got going on, if you want to help out with anything, please let us know. Otherwise, we're going to be partying along at the winery and around town, out and about. All right, here we go. Cheers to fall. Thanks for watching tonight. Bye, guys. Cheers.